Hello everyone, this is Black Bear Senpai speaking, excited to bring to you Nova. This is an event that was ran by Terra Nova, a collective that really put their best foot forward into bringing a real festival experience to the area. Now, of course, I'm from Houston, but we also had people from Austin, Dallas, Waco, and many other towns in between that really came and gave life to Nova. And I was just really excited to be a part of it, and of course this is my review video. To any of you that do not know me or does not know what I kind of do, I go to different raves and events, maybe even different conventions like anime, heroes, etc., and I pretty much just talk about it. I give an idea about how it was and how it was for me personally. So if you feel that I was inaccurate or I had some misinformation or I just didn't get the vibe, that's completely fine. Leave a comment, let me know, etc. I try to really exist outside the bubble where I can really see it from an outsider's point of view, and yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I do here on this channel. So whether you were there or you're someone who wanted to see what the big hubbub was about, this is the place to do it. So if you would, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. It's, always the thing to do. Help a YouTuber out. But alas, we are here and I can't wait to really get into the nitty-gritty for you guys. But I'll see you guys in just a couple of seconds. So I begin this with, unfortunately, me being late. I brought Zunny, a friend of mine from the Houston area, out to the event, but we both had other things to handle, so we didn't get there till around like 9:30, 10 o'clock. But I think that was the best time to get there because things were in full swing. I immediately went to the main stage and I just saw the energy that was pouring out and all the different performers, all the flowing, etc. It was a really positive thing to see because, again, with a festival that's just starting, it could have been very bare bones, and honestly that would have been excusable, but they really went all out and I was really happy to see that. Cash was the first artist at the main stage that I saw. I had to go up and see my guy, and he really had a very bombastic set. While I was walking away trying to get a view of what they had to offer, I kept thinking to myself, man, this guy is going crazy. And once I did get to come back to the main stage to get some footage for Lucid, that was probably the best thing that I could have asked for because he really commanded the stage from where I was anyway, and he really got the crowd into it. He had a great set as well. Like, they really had bangers after bangers. I didn't get to see everybody everywhere. There was 4 different stages, and that was also part of the allure to it because even if you weren't at the main stage, there was other places that you can go get some tunes in, and I haven't even gotten into the vendorship because, man, let me tell you, these vendors made it seem like a small city off to the side. I still remember when I was really walking onto the property and I looked over and I was like, wow, that is kind of cool. And I do want to preference that I actually haven't been to a festival myself. I've been to a lot of the local raves here in Houston. So though I do sound like really excited about it, is because I haven't really seen anything. So for all you guys that have been to Freaky and Lost Lands, etc., just forgive me. This is like my slice of the pie, right? It's something that's brand new to me, so my eyes were wide. I also know that it probably wasn't the biggest festival or anything like that, but again, it was just my first experience. So I may be a little more excited about things that may be a little passe. Once we did get a taste for what Nova had to offer, at least for that Friday night, we did decide to retire pretty early because we knew that we were going to get up and at 'em and out of our hotel room, but also to get back out on the grounds and to start doing what we needed to do as far as being media. So we went in, got some sleep, and we returned the next morning.
Blast off. Yeah.
So for me personally, Saturday was my day. It was definitely my chance to really get a taste and a flavor of what Nova was really offering. Again, the night before was fantastic and I would have been happy with that. But Saturday really showed me the character and the feel of what Nova wants and I think is. And I have to start with Gemstone and her group over there doing the tarot card readings and everything like that. That was my first experience, so a big shout out to them. I think they're out from Austin, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, they really just kind of gave me a really cool experience. I won't say that they were big proprietors of the event, but it was just kind of cool that they even went out to be there, and I got to experience something that I've never done before. And I think that's really what you should be going to these events for, is to get new experiences. And again, they were lovely people, so again, big shout out to them. My next favorite part was the lounge area. That was genius, just to have a bunch of couches and TVs. It was like just having your living room out in the middle of nowhere, and I thought that was absolutely awesome. And did some interviews there as well. It was pretty fun kind of getting that energy and everything like that. And of course, whenever you just needed to eat or rest, there was just a place with a roof that you could kind of chill in that was still open air. Again, it was just a really great idea, and I love that they came up with it. I forget who came up with it because they had like a Cash App thing and it was like, donate. I'm not sure who it was, so again, I apologize for that. Definitely let me know in the comment section who that was exactly, because that was a genius idea. To shout out some Houston names, I had to go to Flipper's booth. He's painting on people, that's his whole thing, body paint, self-expressionism. So I always want to throw him out there. So big ups to my man Flipper. Got to film for Slab being the proprietor and pretty much creator, if I'm not mistaken, of Among the Woods. So I work very closely with them, so that's also just a huge thing. So I was very excited to see him out there, and I did get to do some real close work with a good friend named Slaughter. He definitely slaughtered his set, and that was really fun too. So these were my main experiences when going there with my Houston fam. And like I said, I brought Zunny out, who is pretty known in the Houston area, I believe. So it was a pretty good hodgepodge of the people out there from the scene, and I wish I saw more, but of course meeting people from Dallas and Austin and even Waco was a pretty good experience as well. It really helped open my eyes to what the rave scene is, not only just in Houston, which is something that I do plan on doing. So if you guys are really invested in the content, just know that I will be going out of the city soon, really getting an idea about what's out there. So, unfortunately, we kind of already knew that we weren't going to be able to stay too long for the second night. It would have been really nice, but again, duty calls, and we had to make a drive back in the middle of the night. So we knew that we were going to have to cut it pretty much around midnight-ish. So I really tried to get as much footage as possible during the walking hours. But before I left, I was able to see the Vanilla Gorillas. Now, of course, I've seen them before, but seeing them on that main stage, the mixes they were doing, etc., again, just I love it. I love the Vanilla Gorillas. Hit at least my musical taste buds as far as it comes to different hip hop beats, etc. They were probably my favorite set of the weekend. Again, I didn't see everybody, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, if I had to give a vote, it was the Vanilla Gorillas. Last but not least, I do want to talk about the food trucks and the vendors. First, the food trucks, and I just love that they had like a bunch of options. Now, granted, again, I don't know how it particularly works at, say, other festivals. I'm assuming the festivals kind of make their own food, so it's kind of like one of those things where like the prices are high up and anything like that. It is not to say that the food trucks were exactly cheap, but I didn't feel offended about the prices, if that makes sense. I feel like I would have paid that in Houston and downtown at any other point. So I think that was pretty cool. They had some, usual American cuisine, burgers, etc. We had some turkey legs at one spot. They had a vegan truck, which I thought was pretty cool. just kind of thinking about the entire group that could be there. They had I want to say it was a soul food truck, which I thought that was pretty cool. Like they had some cool stuff there, so I appreciated that real smart inclusion of all of that. And then of course with the actual sellers, we had someone giving out massages. I thought that was pretty cool. I think there was a tattoo tent, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't have the funds for a tattoo, and I'm trying to do something specific for my arm. All the excuses. But I think that was pretty cool as well. I would also go further to say that I think there was a smoke shop vendor there, and they had some really cool stuff. I think they're actually out from the area, so if you guys go out towards Midway, Madisonville, check those guys out. And yeah, I think that's the real clinchers. Other than all my folks from Houston, again, big shout out to everyone that came out to Nova and really made the experience feel like home, even though it was about an hour and a half away. But that's really it of stuff that I can truly recall. Again, if I had an experience with you and I didn't talk about it, don't take it personally. And I also would like to say that I wish I got the full 48-hour experience. So again, I'm making the video because I did want to talk about it, but I feel like it's not as robust or a real true indicator of what Nova was overall. So if you do have a problem with that, I do apologize, but I do think just from my experience, it was an overall positive thing, and that's just for being there for how long I was there. But yeah, again guys, this was Blackbeard Senpai speaking. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I will definitely have more. The next video that will be coming out after this will be Thoughtsgiving. So if you guys gonna be out there, I will be out there as well, enjoying the festivities, if you know what I mean. So alright, I think that's it. Blackbeard Senpai out.